Good afternoon. My name is Kenny Cordova, and my persuasive speech will be on the death penalty. Now, you all may think that the death penalty is the easy way out of crimes someone has committed, but when you think about it, it really isn't. Let's say you had a family member that was excessively shot and killed. Why wouldn't you want nothing less than the death penalty for that criminal? You wouldn't want that person that killed your family member to live free behind bars. Today, I'm going to tell you why the death penalty should not be abolished and give some statistics on the death penalty. Now let's begin. What is the death penalty? Well, the death penalty is the punishment of execution administered to someone legally convicted of a capital crime. It's the maximum sentence for a criminal. It's the worst. Did you know that from 1977 to 2009, 1,188 people were executed? And that the top 5 U.S. executions by crime are treason, terrorism, murder committed in a federal government building, first-degree murder, and murder of a foreign official. Now some history. The first official execution is dated back to the 18th century in code of King Hammurabi of Babylon. The first person executed under U.S. federal government is James Alderman. He was executed by hanging, and the crime he committed was murder. Now let's go back up to the statistic I gave a while ago of 1,188 people killed from 1977 to 2009. People are now saying that 340 of those people were possibly wrongfully executed. That's 3.5%. And because of this, people in states that have and do not have the death penalty want to get rid of it in all. Well, just because of that little number, I don't think we should get rid of it completely. Yes, there are flaws in the system that can't be fixed or just weren't caught at that time. And you have to consider that the fact that human error comes into play. Every judge and the jury are human. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's just gonna know exactly what happened, even if they weren't there. And of the 340 people that were wrongfully executed, these people weren't just drawn out of a bag and their names just got called out. No, they had something to do with the crime. Whether it was helping or they led it and somebody else committed the crime, I mean, they had something to do with it. They weren't just executed just for fun. No, they had something to do with it, and some may have been executed wrongfully, and that just goes to show that there is flaws in our judicial system. Another reason why people say we should just get rid of it in all is because of the cost. It costs $1.26 million per person put on death row. And as of January 1st, 2016, 2,943 people were put onto death row. There are 2.2 million inmates in the U.S. right now, in jail or in prison. Now, those people are living behind bars for free. Us taxpayers pay their way. It costs us anywhere from $10,000 to $60,000 a year to keep them in there, to feed them, to let them watch TV, have them have electricity. It costs, at minimum, $22 million. Okay? Now, as of January 1st, 2016, 2,943 inmates were put onto death row. That is $27 million at max. It's the most you can go. Okay? At minimum, $22 million. Minimum. That number can jump up all the way to $30 and $40 million. And people say that it just costs too much to put somebody in death row. Well, it's not like we're putting all 2.2 million people on death row. Now, in conclusion, taking the death penalty away isn't the best way to go. Now that you know a little bit more about the death penalty, when someone asks you if you're for it or against it, I hope you can say that you are for it, for keeping it. Because I know that if someone were to brutally murder one of my family members, I would want the death penalty given to the killer. Would you?